And we welcome you to Ville Maria College in Cheektowaga for the Monsignor Martin Division B semifinal between the #1 seed Mount St. Mary Thunder against the 4th seed, the Buffalo Seminary Red-Tailed Hawks. Hi everyone, I'm Joe Kraus with Tom Prince. Our broadcast is powered by Empire Electric, our sponsor for the entire Monsignor Martin tournament. We have a big contest on hand, Tom, with the Thunder looking for a 3rd straight Monsignor Martin title. You can just tell from the crowd at hand it's going to be a big one today.
You are the defending B state champions right here, and that's exactly what Buffalo Seminary's got in front of them, and you know that's a tall task. This should be 2 different styles of play. You're going to see the guard play here of Mount St. Mary, and you're going to see the big down low of Buffalo Seminary. That's the different styles of play. We're going to see how it matches out. Right now, you know Mount St. Mary, 2-0 already this season. One of the hardest things to do is to beat a team for the 3rd time, and that's what they're tasked to do here today.
Well, Mount St. Mary hitting the floor first with their starting lineup, including their leading scorer, Haley McMahon, averaging just over 11 points per game coming into this tournament. Right behind is Drealise Marrero at 6.6 points per game. And on the flip side, Tom, as Buffalo Seminary comes out, it is number 32, Rosalind Osei, the center, getting ready for the opening tip, averaging just under 7 points per game. As the Redhawks 9-13 on the season, the Thunder near the top as well, coming into this one at 7-9 on the season. Our officials are getting ready for the opening tip, the first of 2 contests this afternoon, a Sunday matinee. The opening tip is up, and the Redhawks have the opening tip to start this one. Jocelyn Wolf finding Miley Nentars. Swings on the right side back to Wolf. A give and go, briefly deflected. Redhawks will work on the right side. Now making the way inside. Osei swings out to Wolf. Right side 3 is up. Shot is short. Ball inside the paint, tracked down by Nentars. And then a wild pass through the hands of Cameron Roberts. It results in a steal for the Thunder. And a right side layup good for Ava Cavarello.
Joe, how many times do we say defense leads to offense? You've got to get to those balls. Those are the 50-50 matchups right there, and Mount St. Mary comes out and wins the first one.
Cavarello usually off of the bench, but in the lineup today, coming in averaging just under 6 points per game, our first bucket of this one. As Nentars looks to Osei, swings to the right corner with Roberts, but the pass goes out of play.
You can see already. Just look at the matchup. You already talked about it. Look at Osei right there. She is big down low. They've got to figure out how to get her down in the blocks and the ball to her so she can use that height to her advantage.
Cavarello on the drive, hook shot up. Shot is too strong, but offensive board for McMahon, too strong on her shot. A check down along the baseline by Roberts, the senior guard for the Redhawks. She crosses the timeline. Buffalo Seminary in their red uniforms going left to right on your dial in this first quarter. As it is Roberts looking inside to Osei. Osei swings out, but the pass intercepted by McMahon. Cavarello over half court, a long pass inside the paint to Ilana Bova, off the glass and in. Back-to-back layups on the right side to start this one for the Thunder.
Boy, what a great job they're doing down in the paint. Even though Buffalo Sems got the advantage down low as far as height, you could see they're still getting to the glass and moving well without the ball in their hands.
Nentars up top now moves left, going past the defender Elizabeth Allen. Now Wolf, a bounce pass to Osei. Osei turns right, now ready to fire. Here's Roberts, shot is short from beyond the arc. And here's Marrero. Down the left side of the lane, and a foul from behind against Cameron Roberts.
I still keep looking for Buff Sem down there. Did you see Osei? Every time she's touched the ball, it's been at the free throw line. It's too high right now. I want to see her get down low so they could take advantage of that height so she could make one move and then get right up to the basket.
Off the inbound, Cavarello. Now on the drive is Bova, putting up the shot just in and out. Now along the baseline, a jump ball has been called. This will stay with the Thunder.
Great job with Bova. She goes up there, B's aggressive right there to be able to get the ball back to her team right there. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to constantly be aggressive out there on the boards. And if a team doesn't block you out, that's exactly what you do.
Another quick foul called against the Redhawks. Only 5 fouls in the quarter before we shoot free throws. Harmony Ray Laster with her first personal. 5:37 left in the first quarter. Off the inbound. Cavarello's shot is up. Nothing but net on the jumper. Ava now with 4 points to start. It's a 6-0 start for the Thunder.
4 points. She only averages 5.6. She's got 4 of them already, and we haven't even gone through 3 minutes in the game yet.
And then a foul against Cavarello. That'll be her first personal. As the Redhawks go to the bench with Kaden Spino. Spino, the freshman, one of the freshmen on this squad for co-coaches Eva Cunningham and Casey Mills. Spino tying for the team average with just over 7 points per game. She has the ball now. Now she looks right, but the pass deflected. That's the second deflection from Haley McMahon. And before we go further, a time on the floor, 5:09 left in the first quarter.
I can't talk enough how far the girls' game has come at multiple levels. And I got to tell you, I actually put a tweet out myself today that I actually witnessed probably the best basketball game of the year. And I'm saying basketball, I don't care whether it was boys or girls, but it landed on the girls' side of the spectrum. It was #1 Notre Dame playing #13 NC State. What a game. NC State ends up winning it in double overtime is what they do. And you got a chance to see lead changes galore in the fourth quarter. You saw a three-pointer to be able to tie the game to send it into overtime. It's a double overtime game. They even had to wait to start overtime because something happened to a spectator that they had to be taken out by a stretcher. So it was the craziest game that you'd really want to see, and everything just pointed to a great basketball game, period. And boy, women have been taking the center stage in basketball, and we're seeing it more and more and more. They said there wasn't a ticket that went under $300 to be able to get into that college game.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good performance going to extra periods. So while they tie it out, the Redhawks with the turnover, and now it's Bova, the sophomore. Looks, scans the court, now swings left McMahon. The Thunder go inside, shot up and good for Jeralise Marrero. Her first basket today. It is all Thunder in front of the Redhawks, now 8-0 with 4:38 left in this first quarter. Now Nentars on the drive, a bounce pass to Spino. She goes up and a foul on the floor.
And Spino, who's, as we've seen, came off the bench, but she is their leading scorer when you talk about points that she could put up on the board. 7.3 points per game, and that is a big, to me, influx, big enthusiasm, everything you want to call, all the things you need when you know your starter comes back out on the court and be able to bring those points to the game.
Spino gets the back half of her free throw attempts. Actually coming in averaging 11 points per game, said Coach Cunningham, but she has started all but 2 games in this contest, but we have a travel. So Spino, 11 points per game, and getting the first point today as well. .417 left in the first quarter. As Osei now shot altered. A good alter from McMahon. And here come the Thunder. This is Allen. Now swings over to Bova. Bova. Now McMahon. McMahon out on the drive. Cavarello. Baseline shot too much, but the putback for Allen won't go either. It's a save and then goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Cavarello, but the official states this is going to stay with the Thunder. 14 on the shot clock. Interesting call from the baseline official. We play on. Back inside the paint for the Thunder. Shot was altered by Osei. The ball is loose. It's checked down by Wolf. Rosalyn Osei showing her presence on the defensive end for the Redhawks. Now it's Centaurs with 3:35 to play. Swings over to Wolf. Then it's a steal for Bova. Down the floor. Bova on the right side. Count the basket for Ilana Bova. Second bucket of the day, a free throw coming up for the sophomore. As we take a look at the replay, Bova down the floor, the right side, bumped it the last minute and gets the basket to go.
A great job. That's what we talk about. You get the steal, you take it to the other end, now you get an and-one opportunity, and now already you're getting a chance to make this a double-digit game. Obviously missed it. 9-point game, though, still.
Red Hawks in transition. Just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. This is Lastert, swatted away. The pass was by McMahon. That's the fourth deflection today for the senior forward. I mentioned she leads the Thunder in scoring, but also showing her agility to get the passes out of bounds, too. This is Laster. Swings to the right side, stepping in for a long jumper. Too strong for Nentars. McMahon with the board. McMahon, a long pass, a couple bounces, still batted around, and then the shot won't go for Allen. But a second try along the baseline as Bova couldn't secure it.
You know, I will say this. I know there's a 9-point game, and obviously you're seeing Mount St. Mary take advantage of things early inside this game. I still do like the defense that Buffalo Sem is playing. They just haven't been able to match it on the other side of the court, and they really haven't been able to have that really good shot because of the defense of Mount St. Mary on the other side of the court.
Foul on the floor against the Thunder. The Redhawks lost 8 seniors last year to graduation. They're going to graduate 4 at the end of this season, including 2 current stars. The rest of their roster mostly just freshmen and sophomores. As another deflection from McMahon. Now it's Allen up the floor. Allen swings over. Here's Cavarello back inside to Allen, but she is called for a travel.
She didn't like that call either. You saw that. She was questioning that one. But really, you got to think about, remember, the 2 games that so far that Mount St. Mary has won has been by more than double digits. It's 36-21, they won the first one, 48-20 the second one. It just shows if you don't start putting points up on the board, it's a game that can get away quickly, and they've shown that already in the 2 games they played.
Laster back inside to Spino, turns too much inside, and then a foul in transition against Cadence Spino. That'll be her first.
Great pass, though, down low, and it was a great lane to be able to get those points up on the board. That could have been 2 right there. I really liked the play that was drawn up right there for that one.
Cavarello, now cross-court pass to Gianna Greco. Greco shot offline. It's checked down on the baseline by Allen. Loose ball to steal for Laster. Laster over the timeline. Laster then turns out, but a foul from behind. This will go against McMahon. Little contact from behind in transition. That's going to be the 4th foul of the quarter, Tom. The Thunder and the Redhawks both have 4.
And Greco, a big name here in the Monsignor Martin Conference. She's the captain here for this Mount St. Mary team. Do you know who her brother is? Her brother plays baseball right now for Division I. William and Mary is where he's at. Was one of the best that we've seen at finals for Player of the Year multiple times here in Western New York. He is that good of a ball player.
.201 left off the inbound. Spino off the glass and in. First bucket today for the Redhawks, leading scorer, and the deficit is cut to 7.
That's the advantage I've been talking about, Buffalo. Get down in the blocks. It's got to be right down in the paint to get your points.
Greco with the jumper, no. Offensive board, yes, for Allen. Swings out to Cavarello. Cavarello, floater on the baseline, too strong. Still inside, and Allen with the cleanup. Thunder going to work once again in the paint. 90 seconds left in the first quarter with a 12-3 lead. Now it's Zentars. Zentars turns inside to Spino. Kicked out to the corner. Laster fires for 3. It's short. The rebound checked down by Brianna Huddy. Huddy in the backcourt through the traffic. Huddy guarded by Layla Schufert, who checked in a moment ago. Ball was loose. It's a steal for Laster. Laster up the floor, showing the speed, putting up the shot, and a foul called against the Thunder with 1:02 left to play.
That's what we've been talking about. That's the defense that we've said about Buffalo. I've actually been impressed with their defense, and they really haven't given a lot of second chance opportunities to Mount St. Mary. On that last one that you saw right there by Allen, that was one of the first putbacks that was there, but we've really seen them play defense and limit them to one possession. They keep doing that and then be able to get some points up on the other side. Watch out, things could happen then.
Lasser, the senior, knocks down both free throws, and the lead is cut to 7. Approaching the final minute of this first quarter of the Monsignor Martin Girls Basketball Division B semifinal. The winner advances to the championship on the 27th. Here's a long shot for Greco, too much. The offensive board for Huddy, just in and out. And then a battle inside the paint. The ball is loose. It's tracked down by Bova. The possession continues for the Thunder. It's out to Huddy. Big play from Bova inside the paint against Spino. Approaching the last 30 seconds of the first quarter. It's turned, but the shot is blocked by Osei. Second block of the quarter for Rosalind Osei. Shot clock is off. Last 20 seconds of the quarter. The Red Hawks settling for one last shot. They trailed 10-1 with about 3 minutes left in the first. A 3-ball offline. Bodies collide inside. And this will stay with the Red Hawks with 13 seconds to go. Wolf on the inbound. Quick pass to Spino. Puts it up just in and out. Osei fighting for the board. She gets it. Then Spino a second time and good. Spino with the second opportunity. Last 3 seconds up the floor. It's Huddy. The pass inside to Allen. The shot is no good for Elizabeth Allen. And at the end of the first quarter, it is Mount St. Mary with the lead in front. As our first quarter is brought to you by Empire Electric. We'll be right back with the start of the second quarter on Western New York Athletics.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
Seek your next adventure. Make your next memory. Explore your next connection. What will you do next?
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter with Mount St. Mary Thunder leading Buffalo Seminary 12-7. Joe Kraus, Tom Prince, our producer Heidi Gunther, Russ Patega, our cameraman as always, bringing you the contest from this afternoon. And we'll be back in just a little bit tonight for the second semifinal. Park School taking on Mount Mercy. And we'll be back tomorrow. We'll get through that bracket later on in Class A, Division A, and then the 2 championships will be this Thursday. As we start the second quarter, you'd see Rosalind Osei with the defense, and then a foul on the floor against the Red Hawks to start this second quarter. So we'll go against Kaden Spino. That is her second personal. Wild pass out of bounds, deflected out of play. Good touch by Shuford.
And they got to be careful. Spino's not somebody you want in foul trouble. You can't afford her on the bench. She's got to stay out there on the court, and still 7 minutes here to go.
Osei with the board. This is Cameron Roberts running the point. They had the pair of free throws at the end of the first quarter. Now it's swung to Nentars. Nentars kicked over to Shuford. Now along the baseline, 15 to shoot for the Red Hawks. Again, trailed 10-1 with about 3 minutes left in the first quarter. As Roberts back inside to Spino. won't go in, but Spino at the line for free throws.
Great look right there. Just see how she took it out to the outside, saw the opening right there down with Spino and took advantage of it. A great job. That's what I was talking about with Osei. That's where I think that's where it's got to get down low to use some of that height.
First free throw won't go in for Spino. Mentioned she started all but 2 games this season. The leader in scoring, just a physical forward, also provide presence on the rebounding end for the Redhawks. She goes 1 of 2, and we have ourselves a 4-point game. Back inside, a wild pass. Greco couldn't secure it, and it's Redhawks ball.
Good look, though. She was wide open down there. If I was out there, I would have probably looked and done the same exact thing. So I do like the idea, especially early in a game like this. That's a great look.
Mentars swings to Osei. Osei turns inside the Spino, going past Allen. Too much on the shot. Now Huddy quickly over the timeline. Thunder going right to left on your dial in the second quarter, but it leads to a turnover. And this is Kaden Spino once again, already with 6 points in this contest. It swung to Roberts. Now back inside, and Osei on the pass was fouled from behind. The foul is going against Elizabeth Allen. That is her first personal.
But, Joe, we have talked about, right, defense. Once we saw Buffalo Sam start to score, could this be a really close game? And it's starting to turn into that because of what we're seeing on their defensive end and only giving Mount St. Mary 1 chance opportunities.
Osei, shot is short. Spino with the rebound. Contact inside, a loose ball. Tracked down by the Thunder. Huddy up the floor.
These refs are letting them play, Joe. They really are. Like you said, there was a lot of contact down low. They're letting them play through a lot of this, and that's something you have to realize as a player out there on the floor.
Inside out, go the Thunder. Now it's Huddy. Bounce pass inside, now turning Marrero. Jumper rattles in. Second bucket of the afternoon for Geraldine Marrero, the senior.
And that stops the bleeding there. They needed some points up on the board, and that's a big shot by Marrero to be able to do that.
Spino turns, jumper inside, won't go. Marrero with the board. It's back to Huddy. Huddy quickly up the floor. Inside to Allen. Allen turns. Now to the corner, stepping in, a shot for Huddy, just in and out for 3. And a jump ball along the baseline. Possession for the Redhawks.
On that last possession down there for Buffalo Sam, down low, you saw Spino have the open shot. I thought she still could have taken a step in, maybe put something up off the glass, make it a little bit easier for her right there. And again, that's what you'll see as the game evolves, some of the adjustments you're going to need to make as a player.
Mentars, a loose ball and a jump ball. The defense coming from Cavarello to get the arrow back to the Thunder.
She really has been aggressive against guards up front right there, especially when you see before they even get to the three-point line, they've been aggressive on the defense to get some big steals.
Huddy swings right to Allen. Elizabeth Allen, a bounce pass inside to Marrero, an extra pass to Greco. She finds Allen, and it'll go out of bounds. Tight defense from Jocelyn Wolf, the freshman. .5:13 left to go in this second quarter. First of 2 semifinal contests today in the Division B for girls basketball in the Monsignor Martin. Good crowd on hand today at Villa Maria College. This is Mentars, a bounce pass, tracked down by Spino. Couldn't secure in the corner, it's a turnover. Taking a look at our head coaches this afternoon. It is Kevin Peterson, his second year as head coach for Mount St. Mary. 4th year with the program, spent 2 years prior before taking the head job as Leah McDonald's assistant. As Osei with the big block, the ball is loose. It's going to be Redhawks ball. Peterson was part of the program 2 years ago when the Thunder won their first Monsignor Martin program title and went on a big run. And then just letting to continue things going. He said he wasn't sure at first if he was going to take the head coaching job, or to join the program rather, 4 years ago, but he said being with the girls every day, it's his favorite thing to do for the last 4 years, as it's a steal for Huddy over half court. Huddy looks around, scans the floor. And we have a foul against the Red Hawks.
Joe, any coach will tell you it's a passion is what it is. If you don't have a passion, don't get there on the benches. It's a passion. You're teaching young women out here. You're molding them. You're helping them not only be able to be successful on a court, but successful in life later on because you use things that you get taught in sports.
Barrero's three-pointer won't go. Battle inside. Deflected off of the Red Hawks, off of Harmony Ray Lasser, number 4 today for the Red Hawks. Fresh shot clock for the Thunder. Off the inbound. Deflected out. This is Cabrera. Now a long shot from Marrero. Hits the side of the backboard and deflected off of Greco with 4:01 to play. Taking a look at the other side for Buffalo Seminary, we mentioned it is the co-coaches, Eva Cunningham and Casey Mills. Eva, for those familiar, the local basketball Division I product at Niagara from 2001 to 2005. The all-time leading scorer and assist maker for the Purple Eagles. And Casey Mills had a solid career as well at Kenmore East, class of 2007. Then continued on her career at Medaille, won a pair of conference titles as well. Back inside the paint, Spino shot, it goes up. Lasser with the board, now swung out to Wolf. Now Roberts swings to Nentars. Nentars, now Lasser fires on the baseline, it is short. Ball loose inside the paint, the Red Hawks win the battle. It's tracked down by Miley Nentars, the senior. Now up top for 3, Roberts, it won't go. A rebound, tracked down, a lot of contact inside the paint as Greco is going for the ball, and it'll be the Thunder possession. 3:12 left in this first half. It's still a 6-point lead. Both teams have been stuck on their totals for the past roughly 2 minutes. Now it's Marrero. Now inside, McMahon on the turn. McMahon gets the putback, and it's good for Haley McMahon. Lasser thought she had a piece of it, but McMahon came soaring right back, and the Thunder lead by 8. Nentars on the drive, off the screen. Now turning is Wolf. Kicked over to Nentars. Pass deflected out. This is Spino. Ball is still loose. Both teams can't secure it. And then they do with Liliana, Mr. Kiewicz securing the ball at a timeout for the Thunder, a 30-second timeout.
While we do that timeout, these games for the Monsignor Martin Conference are going to be brought to us by Empire Electric. And I'll tell you, they have been such a huge supporter of high school basketball, girls and boys. And I'm telling you, if any electric needs that you have out there, please make sure you're going and support them because they are out here supporting our young boys and girls that are out here playing in these games. And he really does a ton. And he's also been a coach, as we know, and an athletic director in the Monsignor Martin Conference as well. And it's just an amazing electric company, and they do nothing but you see 5-star reviews all over the place. Please make sure that you're out supporting the Empire Electric.
Big thanks to Tony Polverenti leading the way for Empire Electric, former head coach at Cardinal O'Hara, had a lot of success with the Hawks and running his business and, again, helping us out. This is going to be a very fun week ahead.
No doubt. And again, the only reason I didn't say Tony's name is because I think he might have everybody hear Empire Electric, Empire Electric, Empire Electric, because that's what he wants them to remember. And he really has just done a tremendous job to support all high school basketball.
Only deflected by Roseland as Mount St. Mary's with a 16-8 lead. The Thunder have only had a total of 5 points, Tom, in this quarter. The Thunder with 4 of them. For the 6-point lead, it was 12-7 at the end of the first. It is Wolf. Pass deflected. It's a steal for McMahon, but bumped from behind. Now Spino has it. And Spino and McMahon colliding. Jump ball is on the floor. A couple of substitutions coming back in for the Thunder. It's Elizabeth Allen and Eliana Bova. Both key contributors off the bench all season for head coach Kevin Peterson. High pass, it's stolen by Allen. Allen Goes up the floor. She finds McMahon, a jumper on the way, and good. Nothing but net for Haley McMahon. And the lead is up to 10, causing the netting to get shaken up too on the last basket. Red Hawks looking to respond. This is Nentars at the point. She looks, bounce pass, and a turnover.
Both teams definitely, when they go to halftime, the focus is going to be offense. How do we get the ball into the bucket, and how do we get our strengths out here on the floor so that we're able to do that? Right now seems to be right here in the late portion of the second quarter, Mount St. Mary trying to find some of that offense and being able to hit some of these shots.
Gavrello on the run and in. Her first bucket of the frame, make it 6 points in this half. 1:25 to play before the break. Thunder lead 20-8. As Nentars through the pressure. Nentars now a bounce pass to Wolf. 12 to shoot. Nentars along the baseline, guarded by McMahon. Nentars loses control. It bounces off her shoe, and the Thunder have possession. And a timeout taken by the Thunder. 1:07 left to play in this first half. We'll step aside as well. We'll be right back on Western New York Athletics.
Buffalo Breathe Now, Western New York's newest restaurant, 161 Transit Road in East Amherst, New York. Open 7 days a week. Visit buffalobreathenow.com or call 716-320-0180. Find us on Facebook and Instagram, buffalobreathenow.com.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
1:07 left in the first half. The Thunder of Mount St. Mary with a 20-8 lead over the Buffalo Seminary Redhawks. Joe Kraus, Tom Prince, and the whole gang with you today from Villa Maria College, home of the Vikings, here in Cheektowaga. As Cavarello turns along the baseline. Allen's shot is up and good. A really nice shot from Allen for her second bucket of the day. 50 seconds left. As Nentars, the senior, running the point over the timeline. One-on-one against Cavarello. Now the pass, a little high. It's stolen by Bova. Bova turns. Now looks. Morello, inside shot is up and rattles in. What a shot from Marrero. She now is 6'2". Shot clock is off.
Such balanced scoring is what we've really had right here.
Last 15 seconds of play as Nentars on the drive. Now turning a bounce pass to Wolf. 10 seconds to go. Now Roberts, bounce pass inside. A little short for Spino. It's tracked down by Allen of the Thunder. A long pass inside to Bola. She turns and call for a travel with 2.4 seconds left.
But Joe, you just look at the balanced scoring coming from Mount St. Mary's. You've got 5 players right now that have scored, and it's between 4 and 6 points. It's all of them have. So it truly is. You're not stopping one person out there in the court, which makes them even more dangerous to be able to guard on defense.
Well, the Red Hawks able to trim it to single digits at one point, but the Thunder with one last boom to end our first half of action to take a 24-8 lead at halftime. Our halftime is brought to you by our sponsor, Empire Electric. We'll be right back in just a few minutes on Western New York Athletics.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Your life can change in an instant after an injury. You need a trusted partner at your side. Hi, I'm Dan Chacha. At Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys, we're here to help you navigate the challenges you'll face. Our dedicated team fights tirelessly for your rights, ensuring you get the compensation you deserve. Don't worry, Chacha's got you. Call Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys today for a free consultation. Your injury is our priority.
Call 648-3030. Just results.
Seek your next adventure. Make your next memory. Explore your next connection. What will you do next?
Buffalo Breathe Now, Western New York's newest respiratory urgent care and walk-in clinic, located at 6161 Transit Road in East Amherst, New York. Open 7 days a week. Visit buffalobreathenow.com or call 716-320-0180. Find us on Facebook and Instagram, buffalobreathenow.com.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For more information, visit www.paulwolfagency.com.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Were you injured in a car accident? Or were you injured on the job? Don't wait. Call your patient coordinator, Tom Prince, at 716-771-9690. One of the hardest things to do is to find a physician that accepts no-fault car insurance or workers' compensation insurance. Let your patient coordinator help you find the physicians that can get you on the road to recovery.
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
WNYAthletics.com. You can thank me later.
WNYAthletics, your home for high school sports.
Yes.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
And it is halftime at Villa Maria College in Cheektowaga between the first of our two semifinal matchups of the Division B in Monsignor Martin girls basketball, where the number 1 seeded Mount St. Mary Thunder have a 24-8 lead over the number 4 Buffalo Seminary Redhawks. Joe Kraus, Tom Prince with you as we go through our halftime stats. And Tom, you mentioned about the balanced scoring here for the Thunder in this first half, making 5 different players in the scoring department, with Marrero and Cavarello with 6 points apiece, and then McMahon, Allen, and Bolvo with 4 each, as it was a quick timeout for the Thunders, already back out on the floor with just over 4 minutes left in this halftime. Then on the flip side, for Buffalo Seminary, just 8 points, 6 of them from Caden Spino, but the Redhawks are making their opportunities at the free throw line, currently 4 of 6 at the line. So, Tom, your thoughts on that first half, and where does each team look to go from here in your mind?
First of all, I think Buffalo Sem's got to get some scoring done, and it's got to happen down low in the paint. Osei's got 0. You've got to get her involved into this game, and you've got to get her involved right at the basket. She's been very effective on the defense side of the ball. She has stopped shots. She has obviously gotten rebounds. She has done everything you needed on the defensive side of the ball. Now you need to get her involved on the offense to be able to put some points there. You've got 2 people that have scored inside this game. You've got to get more people involved. Because if you're going to have limited people score, then they got to score a lot. And the only way that you're going to do that is down low, because you seem to have a little bit of a height advantage down low. And that has to be where they're going to be looking for to make the difference. If I'm right now, Mount St. Mary's, I'm not changing a lot. There's not really a lot I'm going to do. I may press the ball a little bit higher, try to get some of those steals like we've seen. That seems to be very good for them on the defensive side, because it seems every time they've gotten that steal, it's turned into points on the other side of the ball, on the other side of the court, or if it wasn't points, it got you to the free throw line for that opportunity to get more points out of there as well. So not much that you're going to change. Maybe ramp up the defense a little bit to start things off, just so you don't come out a little slow inside the second half. I think if you do that, you're going to be fine. But both teams obviously looking to do different things. You're going to see Mount St. Mary wants to press, get those guards into play. That's why you can see they're all getting very good job of getting points out here. And then, to me, Buffalo Sam's got to get the ball down low. It's where Spino has gotten her points all there, down low in the blocks. But I think is if they're going to double team her or double team somebody down low, you got to have somebody on either side of the blocks right there to be able to put points up on the board.
Well, getting a chance to go both coaches, Kevin Peterson and Eva Cunningham and Casey Mills earlier this week. And Coach Peterson said that, look, Buffalo Seminary, they defeated them twice in the regular season, but the Redhawks, a very disciplined team, a good zone defense. They have to be able to break that, get shots over Roseland, which they have done so far. And then on the flip side for Buffalo Seminary, really the 2 contests, the coaches said the final score is not indicative of how the game went. They just have to string together 4 quarters. And right now, the Thunder have that 24-8 lead.
Yeah, I don't care what the game is. You've called college, you've called high school. I've even done, lower elementary stuff. I've also done, higher stuff. Have you ever seen a team that had only 2 scores score inside of a game win a game? There you go. You got to figure out a way to get some more people involved. And especially your big, which right now has a distinct difference of anybody out here in the court. You got to figure out a way to get down low and get her some points.
Got a minute left before the start of the second half. We'll step aside real quick in just a moment. We'll be right back on Western New York Athletics.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
Seek your next adventure. Make your next memory. Explore your next connection. What will you do next?
And welcome back. Start of the second half between the Thunder and the Redhawks. Mount St. Mary will have first possession out of the break. Joe Kraus, Tom Prince. Big thanks to our producer Heidi Gunther and our cameraman Russ Matega up top on the bleachers, bringing you today's contest on Western New York Athletics as the jumper is short from Allen. And then offensive board kicked out to Moreo. Her shot is short too. As Bova almost had 2 offensive boards, but the possession goes back. Here is a jumper on the wing and good from downtown, Haley McMahon, to start this second half. But we have an injured player on the floor. Elizabeth Allen is shaken up for the Thunder.
Yeah, that didn't look good. She went down. You saw she kind of twisted. It looked like it could be her ankle, but the whole twist of the leg happened. I just hope that she's okay. That's right now our first priority. Make sure this young woman is okay. Why don't we go to a quick break? We'll come back and we'll give you an update. But let's right now, thoughts and prayers go Elizabeth Allen right there on the floor.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
Explore your next idea. Blaze new trails. Imagine new ways to do things. What will you do next?
Welcome back, Elizabeth Allen getting to the Mount St. Mary bench after getting tangled up and down the floor for a couple of minutes, but she is now sitting on the bench. Head coach Kevin Pearson describing her as a player that can easily get double-doubles for her team, providing that height inside, already with 4 points in this contest, but we'll keep you updated on if she is able to come back. Red Hawks. It's deflected in the backcourt. Now Nentars, guarded by Cavarello. 2 deflections for Ava out of the half for the Thunder.
That's what we talked about earlier, right? Get that defense. They're coming up right as they're crossing half court now. They're being aggressive, and this is where they have been successful inside that first half.
Another deflection, this time by McMahon. 16 on the shot clock for the Red Hawks. As Osei inside goes up. Too much inside. Last touch deflected off of Harmony Ray Laster, says the official, so Thunder possession.
That's what we've been asking for, though. I like the move. They're getting it down low, letting her be able to do something down low in the blocks.
McMahon, the jumper short. Osei the rebound. Quick pass to Cameron Roberts. Roberts. Pass inside to Laster. Sets it for the shot. It is short. Bova with the board. Now Marrero, but it's a steal for Wolf, and Jocelyn Wolf grabbing the ball with authority and now going to the line.
Good defense right there, trying to make something happen. Any spark right now to get you back in this game is what they're looking for, and Wolf comes up big with the steal right there.
Jocelyn Wolf, the freshman for the Red Hawks, short on the first attempt. Now at the line for one more. Short on both attempts. Marrero, the rebound. Now over the timeline inside, a pass intercepted by Osei. Thunder were looking for McMahon. Now Nentars swings to Roberts. Roberts. Now Wolf, 18 on the shot clock. Bounce pass inside to Osei. Extra pass up for Laster, shot won't go. Cavarello quickly over the timeline. The pass inside, the ball goes up and it's in for Bova. Bova now at 6 points today. 6:15 to go in this third quarter. The lead is up to 29-8. As Nentars on the drive, off the glass just short. Rebound tracked down by Greco, but it's intercepted by Nentars. Now it's Roberts. Back on the wing to Nentars. Bounce pass to Roberts again. Now Wolf up top. Swings to the right with Nentars inside to Osei. Shot on the way. It's short, but Laster inside. Going up, and she'll get to the line.
Joe, look where Osei's standing right now. That's where she's been shooting the ball from. I want her another step or two down lower. That's when she's going to be able to make that shot. So I just think she's a little too deep right now to take some of these. Get a little bit lower in the blocks.
First free throw attempt won't go for Laster, the senior. 0 of 2 at the line. And then tangle up in the backcourt. A foul against the Red Hawks. It's going to be the second against Jocelyn Wolf. Gavrello swings over to Greco now. Back up top, Cavarello on the drive. Looks to Greco, bounce pass, it's deflected, it's tracked down by Nentars of the Redhawks. Ball is loose, it gets to Wolf. Wolf on the near side. Redhawks going right to left in this third quarter, but there's a steal for Bova. Bova up the floor, she stops, a long bounce pass to Marrero. The extra pass to McMahon, the jumper rattles in, and a little bump afterwards as McMahon gets the basket. She now has 9, a timeout, a full timeout taken by the Redhawks with 5:11 left. Our third quarter brought to you by Empire Electric. We'll be right back on Western New York Athletics.
Buffalo Breathe Now, Western New York's newest respiratory urgent care and walk-in clinic, located at 6161 Transit Road in East Amherst, New York. Open 7 days a week. Visit buffalobreathenow.com or call 716-320-0180. Find us on Facebook and Instagram, buffalobreathenow.com.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
5:11 left in the third quarter. The Thunder's lead is up to 23. A lot of big opportunities for the Thunder, especially from their senior class. Haley McMahon with 9, Drew-Elise Marrero with 6. And so far, the rest of the contributions for the Thunder have been all underclassmen. It's a steal for the senior, Haley McMahon. McMahon looks inside to Marrero. The extra pass going up, swatted away by Osei against Bova. But it's back out. Jumper for 3 won't go for McMahon. The extra pass inside, it's short. Greco fighting inside. It's a loose ball tracked down by the Thunder, but Bova called for a travel along the baseline.
Osei doing exactly what we talked about at halftime. She's done it on the defensive side of the ball. She's been fantastic. They've just got to figure out a way to get her on the offensive side of the ball and be able to do the things that she's doing on defense.
Rosalind Osei, the junior center, coming in averaging just under 7 points per game, but held scoreless in this one. It's Wolf, now Roberts, and then it's a steal for Cavarello. Cavarello, the sophomore, right side, layup and good. Cavarello now with 8 points in the ball game, and the lead is up to 25.
And really, it's been Cavarello's defense. That's where her points are coming from. She's been so aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Baseline jumper won't go for Nentars, but then Miley gets the ball back off a steal. Redhawks look inside. Osei, the extra pass to Spino is broken up, won't go in. Bova over the timeline, under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. The winner advances to Thursday's championship as Marrero on the drive, hand off to Bova. Now Cavarello, her three-point shot won't go. Tracked down on the baseline by Wolf.
Joe, we said we didn't want to see Mount St. Mary come out flat. 5-7, it's a 9-0 third quarter right now in their favor. They're doing it on the defensive side of the ball.
Osei, the pass inside to Spino. She turns, puts up the shot, no good. Tight defense from Marrero. Then a long pass, McMahon, broken up, looking for Cavarello. It's a steal for Cameron Roberts. Roberts up the floor. Roberts on the right side, swatted away inside by McMahon.
McMahon playing like she's a big down low on that one. Comes up with the big swat right there, and you can see she was happy about that one.
Off the inbound, Spino, and she is fouled on the floor. So free throws coming up for Caden Spino as the foul goes against Gianna Greco, her first.
And if you remember, this is very similar to how the game started. If you remember the run that Mount St. Mary went on, it was an 8-0 run, and then it was a free throw by Spino to be able to break that 0 in the first quarter. We're almost at the same exact point. The only difference is it's 9-0, one more point than what it was to start off the game.
Spino knocks down the first point of the frame for the Redhawks. She now has 7 today. Second shot is short for the freshman. A loose ball bounces off of Osei. It's tracked down by McMahon. McMahon up the floor. McMahon puts up the shot. Denial inside for Bova. And then the ball goes out of play. .258 left in this third quarter. Minor coming up later today at Western New York Athletics, the second semifinal of this B division in Monsignor Martin girls basketball. Number 3, Mount Mercy, the Magic, take on the number 2 Park Pioneers as a transition basket is good for Cavarillo. She now has 10.
First one in double digits in the game right now for either team.
Inside to Spino. Osei, then it's loose. Shuford swings over to Roberts, but broken it up again by Bova. Bova, McMahon showing their ability and defense to get their hands out and deflect passes as Bova heads to the bench and Brianna Huddy, the senior, checks in. Inside, Spino, denied underneath. Up the floor is Haley McMahon. Now Huddy steps in, shot off the glass and in for the senior. She was shaking up, Mike got hit in the face.
Good move, though. Did you see she got the defender to go up in the air and then to be able to take that extra dribble closer to the basket and gets it right off the glass and in.
Long bounce pass over to Nentars. Pass inside to Spino. Hook shot is up and out of play over the backboard.
Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be doing the next game as well. So that's going to be Park versus Mount Mercy. Another great game, 2-3 seed. So closer at when you look at as far as seeding goes in this one. But it should be another good game. Hang out here with us, and we'll break down and then come back again. We'll do some post-game interviews. Look out that. We're going to pick some players of the game here. Those post-game interviews will be on the Western New York Athletic platforms. They'll be on Facebook, they'll be on X, and they'll be on Instagram. So please look out for those as well.
This is Cavarillo on the drive. Shot is up, ball is loose. Schufer tracked it down, and the possession arrow goes in favor of the Redhawks. Mount St. Mary has gone to their bench a little bit more as number 10, Natalie Robleski, now inside the paint. Also on the floor is junior Bailey Keppel. This is Roberts. Inside, pass broken up, looking for Osei. It's a steal for the Thunder. Now it's McMahon. McMahon over the timeline. Swings over, Robleski, left corner three. It's up and in, off the bench. Robleski, the senior, and the lead expands. The Thunder now have scored 40 points in this one.
And we probably are going to see in the fourth quarter, both benches probably are going to empty out here.
Loose ball in the paint, tracked down by McMahon. She finds Bree Huddy. Huddy running the point again. The long pass over to Keppel. She kept it in, deflected off the legs of Yana Clark checking in a moment ago for the Redhawks. But it will be the Redhawks' ball.
Keppel almost did a great save. Did you see it? It actually hit off the player and bounced back, but she was standing out of bounds, and it hit her as it came right back to her.
Approaching 40 seconds left in the third. A loose ball tracked down by Keppel. Keppel brings it up the floor. Keppel getting pressure by Roberts. Now a swing to Huddy. Last 30 seconds of the third. 17 on the shot clock. On the baseline. Here's Cavarillo. The shot is up. It is short. Almost had the rebound. And then it's deflected out off of Clark. Shot clock is off. Last 21.1 seconds left of this third quarter. As Liliana Mr. Kiewicz comes back into the game for the Thunder.
I do, though, like what we've seen right there from Cavarillo here inside this third quarter. She's been aggressive, attacking that rim. They haven't fallen for her, but I like that she's been getting penetration into that paint and trying to get those points.
Inside, Keppel. Ball is loose. Roberts on the floor for the ball. Cameron Roberts in her senior campaign for the Redhawks, just bringing that energy along with classmate Miley Nentars for the Redhawks, just able to feed off of them in the games for head coach Eva Cunningham. As the shot is altered, Nentars up the floor. 5 seconds left. Nentars controls, now fires the shot offline for 3 to end our third quarter of play. With the score, Mount St. Mary leading Buffalo Seminary 40-9. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Empire Electric after this break.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
Explore your next idea. Blaze new trails. Imagine new ways to do things. What will you do next?
Start of the fourth quarter, Mount St. Mary now just 8 minutes away from advancing to the championship game, looking for a third straight Monsignor Martin B Division championship before their run that began in 2022, Tom. The last time the Thunder won was back in 2015, so it had been a while, and now they're on top here in this division. Inside the pass, broken up. Huddy on the floor on the baseline. She finds McMahon. McMahon up the floor for the Thunder. Had 6 3-pointers earlier this season against Mount Mercy. As part of the state title team last year as well, knocking down 4 of her 5 3-pointers in the fourth quarter to help them with that victory. Just continuing to show her joy of shooting from beyond the arc. As we have a shoe tie on the floor, we're ready to go. 30 seconds in. Honey, the inbound, swings to McMahon, ready to fire on line, just missing. That's a board inside. Robleski tried to track it down, but it'll be Buff Seminary ball.
How impressive, though, is this defense right here for Mount St. Mary? When you look at that Buff Sem, both games, scored 21 in one, 20 in the other. They've got 9 right here through the 3 quarters. It means their defense may have been even better here in Game 3.
It's a steal for McMahon. McMahon up the floor. McMahon on the run, puts up the shot. It won't go. Laster secures the ball for the Red Hawks. Nentars at the point. Senior crosses the timeline. Senior looks inside to Laster, her classmate. Tries to get it back, but it's broken up by Mr. Kiewitz. And you mentioned, Tom, it doesn't matter what the division is. It's very hard to get 3 wins against the same team in the same year.
Yeah, it really is. We talk about it all the time. And how many times do we see that third game that the team that lost 2 does get that victory? It happens many a times. So you could see is for you to make sure that doesn't happen, defense will be the key to make that happen. And that really has been the key right here for Mount St. Mary, has been their defense and how great it's been here today.
11 on the shot clock for the Red Hawks. 6:40 left in this fourth quarter. So we said 1 of 2 games here for this bracket at Villa Maria College. Yesterday, had the pleasure of being here at courtside as the senior day for both programs here at Villa Maria was taking place. The women won their first game of the season. A couple of big Section 6 products. Mia Special at Williamsville South. Kehlani Diaz, a freshman from Fredonia, had big games for the Vikings. First win for Kenmore East graduate Serena Sordetto in her first year with the Vikings. And on the men's side, Desmond Randall in year 6 with his program. First 20-win season with him at the helm for the Vikings. They'll be hosting the USCAA National Tournament in less than 2 weeks. A lot of Section 6 products on the men's side as well, including from the Yale Cup. As we have a foul of the quarter as Bree Huddy is shoved down by Nentars.
But you really have to look at that last third quarter. Mount St. Mary gave up 1 point. 1 point. You know what I mean? That just shows how dominating this performance really is for their team today.
The Thunder have outscored the Red Hawks since the second quarter, 28-2. As up top, it is Huddy. Now spinning is Mr. Kiewitz. Now a jumper on the way, won't go for Keppel. Tracked down by Laster. And now Nentars up the floor with 5:40 left to play. Here's Roberts. Roberts on the drive. The pass inside to Laster. And Harmony Ray Laster, the senior, come to the line for free throws. First personal against Natalie Robleski as substitution comes in. This will be Eleanor Donahue, the junior, coming in, now standing in the paint for the Thunder. As Laster's first attempt won't go.
And we really want to make sure we throw a shout out to Elizabeth Allen to hope she's okay to further on. We see her on the bench right now. She does have ice on her knee, so that seems to be where the injury is. So let's just hope she's just a little bit banged up and is going to be ready to go for the next game, because you know they're going to want to try to go on and defend that championship.
Possession arrow to the Thunder. As Brianna Huddy up the floor. Huddy up top. Team leader in assists. A shot on the way won't go for her teammate as it's batted around. And that's tracked down by Kennedy Merriman, the sophomore. Merriman looks, the pass, looking for Roberts. It was broken up by Mr. Kiewitz. So the Redhawks will try again. Quick substitution coming in for Mount St. Mary, Grace Spillman, a sophomore.
And Coach making sure everybody's, I love this, it really is. He's making sure every single player on that bench is going to get a moment here in the semifinals.
Spino going up, the putback won't go. As Huddy up the floor with 5 minutes to go in this contest. Inside, turning, Mr. Kiewitz shot won't go. She gets the tip in almost inside. Then tracking it down is Donahue. The extra pass, but Haley Karaszewski is called for a travel. Haley checking in a moment ago as well. 4:47 left. Mount St. Mary in front 40-9 against Buffalo Seminary. As Nentars at the point. Nentars looks. Swings to Osei. Osei now to Roberts. 15 on the shot clock. Roberts to Akali Nentars ready to fire. It's offline. Merriman gets the ball on the baseline. Now it's Roberts. Back inside. Going up is Spino. It won't go in though. Tight defense, and then Spino tangled up with Spillman. The arrow is staying with the Redhawks.
I'll tell you, folks, Spino's only a freshman. We've got to bring this up. She's going to be around this Monsignor Martin Conference for a few years. This is a freshman making an impact the way she is in this game. I'm going to tell you, she's going to be a dangerous player moving forward for the couple years, and this is somebody that they're going to be able to build around.
Spino once again fighting inside, putting up the shot, and she will go to the line. Keenan Spino with 7 of the Redhawks' 9 points today. She's known for her physicality inside, as we have seen all afternoon. First shot won't go in. For the Redhawks, they've had to deal with some injuries and illnesses over the course of the season, leading to some different lineup combinations. Espino misses the second attempt, but as you said, Tom, a good group, a lot of freshmen on this starting roster for the future.
That's how you build out. Sometimes you wonder why some of the youth play so early. This is one of the reasons. They're going to take their lumps early on, but they get experience, and they're going to get better and better and better. And I'm telling you, we're going to be talking about this team in the future. They've got talent on this team. They're just young.
Wolf fires for 3. It won't go. Ball loose. Checked down by Osei. And then a jump ball is called. Rosalind Osei, only a junior.
Yeah, and Wolf is another freshman that's out here on the court. And again, somebody we've seen that's been very aggressive on the defensive side of the ball. Keep the defense. That's something you can build off of, get better as a team on.
Here's a shot for Mr. Kiewitz. It's just short. Now tracked down. This is Roberts. Swung to the left side with Wolf. Now the pressure. Here's Roberts. 15 on the shot clock. The senior inside the paint. This will stay as Huddy stepped out of bounds. As Yana Clark, another freshman, checks in.
We've now gone through past a quarter and a half that Buffalo Sam has only scored 1 point. It just showed. And again, we've even got other people on the floor here for Mount St. Mary, but they have not given up on the defensive side of the ball and keep making sure they're pressuring everything.
Osei turn, shot is just short. Tracked down by Spillman. Spillman looks, pressure by Osei. Now it's to Huddy, under 3 minutes to go. Huddy swings over. 3 ball on the way for Spillman offline. Ball is loose on the baseline and last touched by Karaszewski, so Redhawks ball.
So the question will be, who will be the players of the game that we name for this one from Mount St. Mary's here? We will get a chance to do those post-game interviews. Look for those later on tonight. Obviously, we still have another game to call, so it'll be tough for us to be able to put those out right away. They will be out later tonight, and we will have some players of the game as well as coach.
Mentars on the drive. Going to stay here. Substitution coming in. Big thanks once again to our sponsor, Empire Electric, but also to the coaches in this contest. Eva Cunningham and Casey Mills from Buffalo Seminary and Kevin Peterson from Mount St. Mary for taking time earlier in the week for a short chat to talk about these players to get ready for this postseason tournament. As it is tracked down by Nentars up top to Roberts. Fires for 3 as the shot clock was expiring. As we have 2:16 to go.
And you know, obviously both teams trying to get ready for their game. One of the teams has been, it's Mount Mercy, it's been sitting over in the bleachers watching this one. We haven't really seen Park come out here at all yet. So obviously they've been in the locker room more or less getting prepared in the locker room. Why Mount Mercy's been trying to say is, hey, listen, let's get a look at this game, see what we see out there.
Flucked out of bounds, a turnover off the hands of Keppel.
It is interesting because it is different things that motivate different people. Sometimes it's just being there watching it. I could get in the mental state because I'm watching the game. Sometimes the coaches want, right, just you guys. Make sure it's about you and what to prepare for when you're going to get to your game.
Keppel with the board, and it's going to be a possession for the Redhawks. Pass inside, broke it up, ball is loose. It's tracked down by the Redhawks. 1:43 to play. It is Roberts on the drive, swings over to Wolf. Now up top to Clark, now on the drive. Here to the corner, Laster back inside to Nentars. Nentars inside, now Laster going for the cleanup, and the basket is good for the senior Harmony Ray Laster. First bucket of the day for her.
And the first bucket, in essence, for the second half for them.
1:15 to go. Shot up top too strong. Now inside, back out Karaszewski, the open shot, and it rattles in for the junior. Bench points for the Thunder as we approach our final minute of this contest to start the B division of the Monsignor Martin Girls Basketball Tournament. Roberts swings. Now the extra pass to Wolf. Now Roberts in the right corner. Up top to Nentars. Nentars spins right. Crosses left. Now looking. 10 on the shot clock with Clark. Yana Clark covers the pass. 5 to shoot. Now up top. Wolf steps in for the big 3. Won't go. Ball is batted out. Tracked down by Bailey Keppel. Under 30 seconds left. A 1 second difference between game clock and shot clock. As Keppel swings over, Now it's Spillman. Now a shot coming. Won't go for Donahue. Tight defense. Last 15 seconds. Shot clock is off. It's a long pass. It's broken up by Karashevsky. Now it's checked down by Spillman. And Spillman is fouled with 6.8 seconds left. Third personal against Jocelyn Wolf, one of the freshmen. Spillman up the floor. Last 3 seconds of play. Spillman in the backcourt. And a foul, but that'll end our contest with Mount St. Mary advancing to the championship by a final score of 42-11. The Thunder move to 8-9 on the season and advance to our championship Thursday. The Redhawks finish their year at 9-14.
All about defense, great game. This is exactly what you expected. This is a defending state champion, and they come out and proved that today.
Ava Cavarello with 10 points. Haley McMahon right behind with 9 in the victory for the Mount St. Mary Thunder. Once again, our final score brought to you by Empire Electric, 42-11 the final. We'll be right back in just a few minutes for Park and Mount Mercy on Western New York Athletics.